So there's that. I am streaming. Yay. Alright, now we're going to go here. Okay, that is spinning. I don't know why that's spinning. The reason why that should be spinning? I hate that shit. So let's see over here, YouTube. Oh, no. No, turn that off. Turn that off. That got all terrible. Alright, so let's see. Go to your channel, or your videos. I should have a live. I should be on now. So I'm going to do that. Got all terrible. And I'm going to mute that shit. Okay. I've actually been up, Cameron. I'm just playing in the shop right now. I'm playing with trying to play with the streaming stuff. And I was trying to do the dual, but it is just not working out right. So I'm actually going to cancel this stream. I'm going to start it back up again. I got to plug that virtual energy you see there. I'm hoping the audio doesn't sound jacked up like it has the last several times I've streamed. So I'm probably going to have this stream. I'm going to try to dual stream right now. It is not freaking working. Can you hear me, Cameron? I'm hoping the answer is yes. And can you hear me? Yeah, this is really terrible. So publicly, okay, all messages. All right. Okay, I'm gonna kill this and start back up again because this isn't. I got not an error message, but it's not one thing; it's another. So I'll be back on in a second. I gotta figure out how to stop that goofy crap. So I'll be back on in a second. By the way, I have that Vibo as well. I love it. I got two Vibos, and my stepdaughter's got one. I don't know why she doesn't like it, but I love it. And I've got two of them, and the one I like more than the other one I haven't thrown as much, especially since I've been throwing a lot of Brunswick stuff. I probably need to bring it out and play with it because it's a really good ball. So I'm going to kill this stream. I'll be back up in a second. So we're going to quit there. All right, I'm back up. So you should see me. Is it back up, Cameron? Hopefully it is. Hopefully the stream's back on. I hate this damn keyboard. It is terrible. I am still trying to get used to Mac. I hate Mac with a passion. Okay, so here, go live, mess around, blah, 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 blah. All right, so should be back on. All right. So I have to and I'm like, all right, I have to plug this. So I'm hoping let's see, YouTube. I at least want to look. So can you hear me, Cameron? Like I said, I am just playing here, trying to get some of this crap figured out. All right. All right, so can you hear me, Cameron? Let's do, can I pop off chat? Are you still there? All right. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, I'm doing the I'm experimenting this for the Masters because I haven't streamed in a minute. I was having so many problems audio wise in my ignorance. Stuff just wasn't working right. It was my fault. So I said forget it. I was gonna wake up, play around with this, put the little Rode mic on. Awesome. Thank you, Cameron. I'm gonna plug this for a friend, so it might get a little loud. Let me know how bad this sounds. If I have a catastrophic failure, at least it'll be on camera. Hopefully that wasn't too terrible. I can still hear you. It's not extremely loud at all. Oh, that is. Well, again, I'm only using the little Rode mic, so hopefully that's why that was like that. Like I said, I'm trying to figure out the audio for, trying to fix the audio for next weekend, because obviously I don't want to have the audio all jacked up while we're hopefully having a tournament, because the last couple have been really bad. I mean, just terrible. So, all right, I am out of ball cups, which I should not be out of ball cups. I should have a ton of them. I will use my experimental 3D printed. A buddy of mine printed this for me. We're going to use it as a vacuum jig. It didn't work out that well. Not his fault though. Use that as a ball cup. All right. Let's see. since I don't plug that much stuff, I take the dams. Oh, it's more than enough. I usually like split the dam and use like 2 of them. So, there's that. I got my mini fridge. My mini fridge, which you cannot see, it's off camera, stays between, oh, what did I have it as? I think it was like 72 and 68 degrees. And it keeps my, probably need to move that camera back, it's a little close. It keeps my plug and my glue and my epoxy at the suggested temperature. Because I've had bad luck with glue going bad because I'll leave it out. So I found out that if you leave your super glue in the freezer, or fridge rather, it holds longer. So there's that. And then plug. Oh, if you've never had to buy plug, plug's expensive as hell. So to not have to keep buying plug, I bought the quick plug, which I don't plug a lot of stuff. I don't. It's just not worth it for me to plug stuff. It's too expensive to buy the stuff, and I've thrown it away, which obviously I don't enjoy. Let's see. I need black. Here we go. Here's black. I've tried Storm. I've tried all the ones. To me, I like the motive dyes. So, like I said, I don't plug that much for a reason. I don't run a full shop, even though is what I'm doing right now. So, like I said, plugging is not my favorite thing to do. If I had an actual shop, this is what the kid would be doing. Because I hate plug. What I hate more than plugging is cutting the plug down and finishing the ball afterwards. That is just not fun work. That is really bad. All right. I'll plug the rest of that later. I don't like doing a lot of plug, like big plug, since again, I'm not a full shop and all I have is quick plug. Man, I have all the things that a regular shop would need. I'm not. So as you can see, I've got a concept here. I have a concept here that I'm punching for a friend. I have another concept should be getting today. Then I have a dynasty here that I'm punching up for another friend. And then like I said, the other concept should be here today. I'm not punching up anything new. This plug is for my stepdaughter. Oh, can you see that? Oh. Plug is for my stepdaughters, the reverb. I wasn't crazy about it. The ball was great. It was probably the way I drilled it. She drilled it, or she threw it and she loved it. So, and then I've got a Rode here that I plugged for a kid, high school kid, that is a real good kid. I'm not going to, I have no need to punch up anything new from anybody. And nothing against Storm. I've just really liked a lot of the Brunswick stuff I've punched lately. So I have nothing against Storm. I love Storm. I just have not had a need to punch up anything, period, let alone Storm stuff. My stepdaughter still prefers Storm. Luckily, the school she's going to, they don't have a preference. I don't think that she can punch up whatever she wants. The coach is really cool. He said I could, yeah, within reason, I can punch her up anything I want. And he's cool with it. So, matter of fact, I will cut this down now. You know what? I won't lie. I have thought about the next factor, but I'm not going to punch it. I don't really have the need to punch up anything right now. I'm not one of those people. I punch up a ball for a purpose. I can't afford to punch up just anything. I'm not on staff with anybody, so I can't do that. All right. And this is why I hate plug work. I don't have to sit there and knife that down. Which I hate. It's not that I didn't like it. So I think a lot of it was because of the way I drilled it. It is a funky layout, won't lie. It is a pin down, and off top of my numbers, if you were to ask me right now, I couldn't tell you what the numbers were. I don't remember what they were. It's going to obviously have a very long valve. If I had to guess, I'm going to say it was like 60 or 70 on the valve. All right, we're going to try this again because I do not want to knife the ball. Look at that. That is, I got almost all the adhesive off. So there we go. It was a good ball, but so here's the thing. My Mania was, I love my Mania. That has become one of my favorite balls. And the funny thing is, a mutual friend of ours told me I'd hate it. And I love it. Absolutely love that ball. Um, it is one of my favorites. So I'm going to just minimally. Actually, I don't even need to. My stepdaughter's going to go right back through. She likes the way that was laid out. And she's throwing it like that. Um, Sadly enough, my stepdaughter and myself have a very close hand span, which does not bode well for me. I understand that. But, you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, we're just going to leave that alone, leave that as is. Um, Trying to battery. There we go, 53. Okay. So now, matter of fact, the coach for where she's going just got online. All right, now I'm going to knife down. Not knife down. I put it in the spinner. I got to move my ball cleaner filler. Oh, I got a bunch of dumb stuff around here. That's just me. I unplugged the wrong thing. All right. I'm doing this so I can kill time for the plug to set so I can plug the rest of it. Like I said, I'm experimenting with the audio because the audio has been so bad on the streams. So, let's see. Now, hopefully, ball spinner. All right. Let's see. Our good friend Acetone. See how he is doing. I don't care what anybody tells you. Acetone's the best ball cleaner ever made. And since this is for my stepdaughter, not what I would call a customer, I don't care how pretty it is. It's not gonna be ugly. I'm just not going to invest a lot of time because I know it's unimportant. Unimportant. And ironically enough, again, we're going through the same layout. We're going through the same same layout, so I don't have to worry about cleaning it up all that much. Let's see. What is that? That looks like 1,000. We're going to hit it with 1,000 real quick. I don't have any ball cleaner. The second best ball cleaner, Mr. Alcohol. I mean, from time to time, yes. Obviously, not every time, no. But you know, I mean, I don't care what anybody says. It's the best ball cleaner. It is the best ball cleaner. I will knife it a little because I want it to look a little prettier than that. All right. I think I'm gonna start doing that. Where if I'm in the shop, I'm gonna have cameras set up. Oh, we do this bench. I'm gonna put a bench here. My fridge will be below it. And since I'm so freakishly tall like you are, Cameron, and my stepdaughter, who is not short, is not as tall as we are, if she needs to use the ball spinner, it's a bit of a pain in the butt for her to. This is kind of tall. Alrighty. Hopefully, that's all the knifing I'm gonna do. I really need to put ball cleaner in. Funny story, I actually have ball juice in a jug. I will fill up a bogus spray bottle with it. Hopefully the spray bottle is not messed up. Yeah, I gotta make more ball juice. Evidently, people have been asking for it. I only did it for fun. Well, did it for fun and because of Darnell being an idiot. So, said that he had a ball cleaner he was making. So I was like, oh, okay. In case you didn't know, my ball cleaner is actually approved by the USB-C. I don't know if you knew that. All right, I'll put it in the Haas, which if you have access to a Haas, people, I highly recommend you use it. It is the greatest, and I mean greatest, pro shop tool. What is this? 1500? That should work. Do I have any water in here? I have to go get water. Yes. If you have access to a Haas, I highly recommend you use it. In the words of Ferris Bueller, it is quite choice. All right, I gotta fill this jug up with water. Yes, dog with no bite. And coincidentally enough, no ring. So I don't understand that kid, and obviously I don't. I hope him the best in life, but I do not understand that kid to save my life. Thinking Bam Bam needed to discipline him a little bit more. But anyway, see, I think I'm gonna have. I think the one camera that I've got on the drill press right here. I think I'm gonna keep that one there. I think I'm gonna put the other camera as an overview, so you can see the whole bench. We'll go from there. As is, I gotta finish plugging this hole. Then I take these inserts and plug that hole. Yeah, I don't wish the kid no bad luck, but good Lord. Quit poking the bear. I'm not a big deal, but man, you're gonna do that to the wrong person one day, and he's gonna be in trouble. Again, I wish him no bad luck. So I've used a couple of different quick plugs, and the reason why I use quick plug the most is for thumb molds, and that's because of Rudy. I'll be honest with you. The Ultimate Quick Plug from Brunswick, man, I absolutely love that stuff. Absolutely love that stuff. Let's see. So what are you doing up this early, Cameron? Or know your lane and stay in it. We all love to be famous and known, but we're not. So why try to pretend it? All right. Well, I hope you have a good day. I am going to stream on YouTube, or excuse me, on Facebook, the tournament tonight at Billy's. Tristan and I are bowling, um, so I'll be streaming that. Uh, I hope you're feeling better after the other night when you fell down on the approach. You know, I've known you've had seizures, but that was actually the first time I've ever witnessed you having an episode. God bless it. Well, I'm glad you're better. Like I said, that's the first time I've ever seen that episode. I've known you've had, that. I just never witnessed it. And I'm not going to lie. I did not enjoy it. A couple people that didn't know kind of freaked them out. And I'm sorry you have to go through that. All right, let's see how the ball looked. Ambulance is around here somewhere. Good Lord. Well, I imagine it throws your timing off. That's the least of the, that's just bowling. Who cares? That's not your life. I mean, we'd rather you be okay than worry about what happened in the 9th and 10th frame. I mean, at least I'd rather you be okay than worrying about the 9th and 10th frame. Yeah, I suppose I could put. I guess I should probably put that back on, except instead of 1,500, hit it with 1,000 instead. Those are 15. These should be 1,000. Yes. Everybody buys pads, Admiralon pads, which obviously, are the best. I'm not going to deny that. But there's been a couple of sources, I'm not going to lie to you, from Temu that Rudy actually, enlightened me to. And oh my word, the amount of pads I get are ridiculous for the money. Ugh. So I mean, you know what? Okay, let me look at mine. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not 100% positive. Drill sheets. I don't know if I recorded it. You all bowlers. Me. Arsenal. One reverb. Mine is 60 by 4 3/4 by 75. So yeah, that is a totally different drilling. Than what you are, than what you have. Not even remotely close to the same. And that's probably why I didn't like it as much. Probably why I didn't like it as much. All right, so while that's doing that, this is that part's done. I just gotta cut it down, or not cut it down, clean it up. That's for a high school bowler. He doesn't have a whole lot of equipment, so I gave him some equipment. I've drilled that kid's equipment for better half of probably 10 years. Oh. Alrighty, that is solid. So now I can take out these inserts. Man, who rounded the hell out of these holes? Good Lord. I'm not a fan of people that do that. Round the hell out of the insert holes. I mean, I know you're trying to deburr it so you don't catch a corner, crack the ball, but the effect pro the little goes both pinned down. So it's not a matter of pin up, pin down. I mean, yeah, it is, but if you ever look at, not Corey Imoff. Oh, dear Lord, one of the Imoffs. He is definitely against the whole magical layout. And whatnot. A lot of that is just, a lot of it is clickbait. I don't believe in it either, to the extent that some people do. I'm a bigger fan of the surface is number one. The characteristic of the ball to begin with is number two, as far as, like, you know, the diff. Not so much the RG. I think RG fits. Certain people have a hard time throwing certain balls because of the RG. When I was younger, I used to have a problem with it. Throwing really low RG stuff. It just did not roll right for me. But I do believe, obviously, you're looking for a shape. So yes, obviously layouts do matter. I don't think they matter as much as some people believe. That's my belief. It's worked for me this long. I get to use my new drill bit. So, I don't know if you guys have ever heard of, I think it's Bowler's Asylum. It's one of Gary's buddies. He's the one who has sells all the import balls and stuff like that from down in Florida. I don't remember where. Anyway, he sells the Forester bit. Oh man, I love these things. So I've only ever used the 31/32. I've only ever used the 31/32. I've never used the 1/32 because I've never really used the 1/32 bit. Period. Only so recently I started drilling the ball for Rodney Nash, and he uses inserts, the bigger inserts, like the 53, the set 27, or the 7/8. They require the 1/32 drill bit, so I went ahead and ordered because I love it. They're a little more fragile. Don't get me wrong. Don't drop them. You will break these off. But I like how they drill so much better. Now, I'm not going to lie. This is the first time I've drilled in a hole. Like plunged into a hole with one. I may regret this. And in that case, you know what? I'm not going to do it. I'll wait. Now, I am going to order. They sell 1.5 inches. They sell 1.5 inches with a stopper on it. that I'm going to use for my Joe pose.